This is my 2024 into 2025 wrap, and it all came from playing with, he's holding up, and it all came from some Lego. Let's see how. So yes, this side. This is my review of 2024, but before you go away, wait and see how I'm going to do it first. I'm going to do my review through the medium of Lego Serious Play. So this approach to facilitate, oh, this is going to be awful for the sound, isn't it? I'll put it down. Lego Serious Play allows facilitators to really get deep. You'd be surprised how deep it can go. So what I'm going to do is do my wrap using the Lego Serious Play method. You in and you up for it? So this is just the, this is awful for a sound. This is the starter pack, so let's open it out. Okay, so I've got my kit. If I was in a group of people, we'd all have our exactly the same set. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up with 4 questions. So the first question I'm gonna get that will prompt me to build is just kind of what's going on now? Where am I at the end of 2024? Let's start with the first question. Build yourself as a facilitator, in my case, at this point, December 2024. So I think I've built something. Let's have a look at what we've got. And as you do in a Lego Serious Play session, I'm going to talk about my build. I started here with the kind of foundations. So for 2024, you may not know that I started with a bit of a safety net of some pieces of work that were tiding me over really nicely. And I decided to remove that safety net to go fully into facilitating. So this year's been a bit of a building year, and I think I've got the foundations of it. I put in this little ladder here because I've got here with help. There've been, if I can call out, Lawrence Tajani and Dean Stokes, who've been supporting me as I've made that transition, people I've known for a long time. Equally other facilitators like Sam Carpenter and Jenny Martin, who've provided huge support. Jenny's an excellent Lego Serious Play facilitator, and if you can see the sketches, I'm really struggling to point, see the sketches behind me, that was a skill I learned from Sam Carpenter, graphic capture. She's amazing. Now there's more to go. Oh, I also put this see-through on because sometimes it's hard to know where the first step is on the process that you're following. So I think I'm about here. Got some foundations, the shoots of possibilities for 2025. There's always something that can come and chop your head off. It's macabre, isn't it? And it's this next bit that I kind of need to navigate. So where am I right now? Standing on solid ground. I think the retreats kind of theme here, that I did a retreat for them in September. The strategy work I've done with Presapient has given me more foundations this year to go on and do more. So that's my starting point. That's my first build about where am I right now. So that was build number 1. I'm going to take it apart. So we've got all the same pieces ready to go. And we're going to do build number 2. So now we're going to do the second build, which is where do you see yourself in 1 year's time? So a year from now, what's that going to look like? Let's give that a build. Okay, so that's build number 2. Where do you see yourself in one year's time? 1 year time. 1 year's time. I learned this one from Jenny. If anyone ever used anything spinny, then everyone in the room has to go, ooh. So there you go, a little spinny item. Okay, I'll try and explain then what this is. So where do you see yourself in a year's time? I kind of went with the spinny bit because, so this again is me. I've tried to represent my clients here with there's a transparent circly bit, there's a green and an orange, and they're all looking in different ways. So So they're going to need very different things. That's my experience in 2024. So in 2025, I want to be able to guide my clients towards the right outcomes, the areas of growth that they're looking for with their strategy. But to do that, I'm going to have to obviously sort of build on their understanding and their knowledge, and also how, like, there's always going to be shiny distractions that might take you in the wrong direction. There's going to be dead ends if you take those different ones. I find that I do my best work and my best planning for facilitated workshops when I'm reading new things and taking new information. So like a big success in 2024 was success. I read a book. One of the books that had a big impact on me in 2024 was Radical Focus. So Measure What Matters is like the Bible of OKRs, objectives and key results. But that's based off the experience of doing it at Intel and Google. Whereas Radical Focus is about OKRs in more of a smaller startup scale-up environment, which is where I do more of my work. So it's a really nice way to sort of, strategy is great, but then how do you actually achieve it? And that's where OKRs can come in, and it's something that I'm doing more work with. Flower is a kind of reference to continuing the journey to be as inclusive as possible with the facilitation work that I do. So making sure that my methods are acknowledging the different states of mind and physical and mental states of mind that people bring to all of the workshops that I do, and how people do their best work. So continuing to acknowledge that and keep on learning. So same process, there it goes. Knock out the third question now. Third question. That's all very good and well, right? I want to do amazing things in 2025, but where do I see barriers, or what are the steps to get there? So let's put it as that way. What are the steps to get to where I want it to be in a year's time? I mean, make of that what you will. The other important thing about LEGO Serious Play is there's no wrong answer, apart from that falling off. Yeah, there's no wrong answer, so everyone's build is perfectly correct, which is convenient. What are the steps to move forward towards my 2025 goals? So I talked about kind of, I feel like I'm on a firmer foundation. These colourful bits are the people I mentioned before, so I'm going to need the Jennies, the Deans, the Lawrences, the Sams, and everyone else to move up and develop myself as a facilitator. So again, my own growth represented here by the green plant bit here, and also kind of the guide. So how am I going to see, if you remember from the last build, I had this kind of ooh bit, so that's still there, that's what I'm aiming for. Now to get there, I've got some climbing to do and trying to develop myself that way. So that's, what are the steps? Maybe I haven't answered it quite as directly, but what are the steps? I think the steps are keep connecting with my network and growing it. Be ready for some of the bigger leaps in order to grow. Fundamentally, we're looking for this strong built foundation of learning more and more and more about how teams work together well, facilitation approaches, and that will help me go in the right direction. Okay, got one more to go. Build number 4, the final bit. Why? Why is all of this relevant, and how will it actually lead to any success? So, what will it accomplish? What will be the benefit? Okay, so as I think about that, final build. Just for reference, this is probably stupid ahead of the video, but I didn't plan this, so this is all in the moment building, genuine reflection. So if it feels like it's not perfect marketing, that's why. All right, I think I've finished my final build, and now I'll take you through where it's all come from. Right, so what's the point? What's the benefit of all of... So here are clients. All right, so here are the types of organizations that I work with, and they all look different. And that's one of the challenges that comes with being a facilitator, is it's not always one sector looking in different directions. So I've only got 3 eyes, so I've put eyes on these ones, but I've used a flag in that place. So here are the clients all over the place in different places looking for different things. But ultimately what they all want is they all want to grow. Now, whether that is purely revenue, profit margins, or often in some cases it's growing the expertise in the team, growing their ability to deliver for not only their clients, but other people that they're working with, partners, as well as customers, etc. There's stuff in the way of that. So teams can get inside their own heads and they can get distracted. And what I found is the benefit of the facilitation part is that you can bring them together and allow them to clear out the distractions, maybe get a different perspective and get some clarity on where they're going. All of those things I've mentioned, the network, learning new skills, reading those books, is going to help me be more valuable and effective to the clients that I work with, to more efficiently remove the distractions and help them as a team focus on what's important to them, their objectives. And there's me, the guide on the side. Okay, there's my reflections on 2024 into 2025. Okay, Lego, I like using Lego. One of the things I have invested in terms of training this year is graphic capture. Let's apply that as I just think about what I've done there and what I need to do next. What does that mean for 2025? I'll do a bit of drawing and then we'll do the reveal. So to move from 2024 to 2025, what has Lego Serious Play told me? Well, I talked about learning new things. I talked about using my network and enhancing my toolkit and that. So there was a useful reflection for me on 2024 as we go into 2025. Also, a little insight into Lego Serious Play and some graphic capturing techniques, which if you're looking at it thinking, wow, he can draw, thanks to Sam and her amazing training, that's what you can achieve too. So really useful skills. So whether that's the toolkit of the Lego, of the graphic capture, whether it's the wider facilitation, whatever you're looking for, hopefully there's something you can take away from that. Not least, you've seen what I'm up to.